Hey, hi, how are you? I am making this video because it is time for us to take things up a notch. I feel like we've laid some really good foundation over the last several months of working together. And now it is time to have what I like to call come to Jesus talk. We need to take things up a notch, which means that we have to do things differently, which means that we have to embrace the uncomfortable. We have to make a shift. If you want to have the success in your business that you hired me to help you achieve, it is now time for us to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So, everything moving forward, now forward, is going to be laser focused. So you're going to see some questions down below of this questionnaire that I want you to answer. And I want you to really, you hired me to help you achieve a big goal. What is that big goal? Okay. What is it that you really, truly want in your business? What is it that you truly desire? How do you want to show up and help people? How do you want to scale that? How do you want to grow that? Thinking about the future of your business or your company, what has to change? What can you handle on your own? And at what point do you need to then bring in people to help you accomplish these big goals and dreams? Because the reality is that we can't become millionaires or 100,000aires on our own. It's not possible. So we need to figure out what this process is going to look like in order for you to take your business from here to here to there. What has to happen? Who do we need to bring in? What support do we need, right? That's the long-term thought process. What we're going to do down below is we're going to answer some questions that is going to help me help you. In order to do this big giant thing, we have to do things differently. And so I have now a different process to take you through. Okay. So I need you to be fully present. I need you to focus. I need you to close your eyes, and I need you to just imagine that anything and everything you desire is possible. Sorry, coughing fit. Okay. So here we go. Are you guys ready? All right. Take a deep breath. All right. Let's stay grounded. Let's stay in the moment. Let's not allow the shitty committee to come in and try to keep you from truly achieving the thing that you truly want in your life and in your business. Okay. So the first question is about moving forward together. And what is a big goal that we can help you achieve in the next 4 to 6 months? So I want you to think big, I want you to think tangible, and I want you to think measurable. So when I am talking about tangible and measurable, what I'm really saying is think about think numbers. So that could be income, that could be team members. I want to increase my team by this many people. I want to add X amount of dollars into my business. I want to have X amount of clients. I want to have X amount what? So tangible, something that can be measured from where you are today to where you want to be. Okay. The next question are, what are some limiting beliefs or sabotaging behaviors that are going to stand in your way? What is the shitty committee saying to you? What is your self-saboteur saying to you? What is the negative thoughts that comes up that says, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, No one wants to hear what you have to say. Things that are not true. Limiting beliefs, sabotaging behaviors. It's going to be there. Okay. The next question that this is like, what are you willing to do differently in order to get this result? How are you willing to show up? What are you willing to commit to in order to make this happen? Because here's the bottom line. Your success and your lessons, your mistakes, your failures, they're lessons. I can't do that for you. That is 100% on you. I can guide you. I can offer you my expertise. I can offer you my wisdom. I can connect you to people who can help you. But you must commit to and decide that you are both the problem and the solution in this. I'm not responsible for whether or not you make it or not. It's what are you willing to do when I'm not with you? Are you willing to do the things that you said you were going to do? Are you willing to hold yourself accountable and hold yourself to a higher standard in order to get this, to achieve this goal? Plain and simple. I am not responsible for your success. I want you to win. I'm here to celebrate when you win, but I'm not responsible for it. You are. So when I give you suggestions, when I give you homework, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to show up to get the support that you need? Are you willing to attend the classes and the opportunities that I've created for you in order to help you? You are the only one who can answer that. Okay. So we're going to dive a little deeper because I want to ask you some really specific questions. And here's the thing that I want you to keep in mind. These questions that I'm going to ask you, you have to trust that there's a method to my madness. You have no idea the juicy things that I have developed in order to help you take things up a notch. So trust me, okay? But I want you to answer these questions so that they are in alignment with the goals, the big, hairy, scary goals that you've set for yourself. These questions have to be in alignment. So it's not about where you currently are. I want you to answer these questions based on where you want to be. Okay, does that make sense? So if you're like, I want to make $100,000, great. These questions that you're going to answer are going to be based on the future of you making $100,000 in your business. Okay, the future of you getting there. You have to decide to make a change. You have to do something different in order to get there. Who do you have to become in order to get there? So answer these questions as if it is all designed to get you where you want to be. Okay, here we go. So the first question is, what is the desire or the result that you give to your clients? How do you help them solve their problems? Okay, so really think about that. So as you're thinking about that, think about, how do I want to start helping people solve their problems? Where am I currently at? But where do I want to be? And what are the problems that my clients are going to have over here, not where they currently are? In order to take things up a notch, we're going to have to start potentially solving a new problem. Okay. We're going to have to figure out where the gap is. I'm going to help you do that. Okay. But really start to think about that. Okay. What frustrations do you notice that people have in your industry? What is their biggest struggle? Why are they turning to you? I'm going to give you an example. If you are in the health and wellness industry, as an example, what is the main struggle that you see people have in your industry? If they hire a coach to help them, what's the biggest challenge that you see when people come to you and say, I hired a coach and this is why that didn't work, or this is what happened and things did not work out for me. What is the struggle? What is the thing? Okay, so think about that. What are some common issues or struggles that your clients have that are pretty obvious? Like what problem are they looking to solve? And you might think that these two questions are the same, but they're not. Okay, they're not the same. Trust me. The next question is, what do you think is really happening once someone hires you and then you can go in and see the bigger picture? What's really going on at the root of the issue? So you have surface issues and you have root issues. The surface issue is the thing that everybody complains about. The root is what their biggest fear is. If this doesn't work, I will have to do what? I will have to get a job, right? All the BS. What's really going on? What's the fear? What is the, like, if you could look into their soul, what is that? It's the thing that is like at the core, it's the foundation of their problem, is this deep root. It's the thing that they don't talk about. What's the thing that they're not talking about? It's their deep, dark secret. They don't want anyone to know. And once you start working with them, you start to hear it. Hey, no barking. Sorry about that. You start to hear what's really going on. You start to like pay attention and you hear these little nuggets and you start going, oh, now I get it. Okay. So what are your clients or customers afraid of? If they don't work with you, what will happen? Will they continue to just be unhealthy forever? Will they never get to the next level in their business? Like what you do for people, what happens if they don't get help? What happens if they don't hire you to help them solve that problem? What happens? All right, and our next question is it's a fill in the blanks. What if there was a way to blank, which is your solution, without their pain or problem? So what if there was a way to stand out amongst the crowd and serve your clients without all of the frustration that goes into putting your program together? Do you see what I did there? That's an example. So you'll see in each of those, I kind of put like examples. I put my own examples because that's what I know, right? So fill in that blank, okay? The next question is, what is your professional identity, right? So I'm going to give you some additional information about those professional identities here. So you'll see a coach, which is what I identify as, someone who can help the client with their strengths and talent, create a game plan, helps them practice it, make it all happen, makes corrections along the way, offers accountability, does one-to-one, one-to-many, and you have a long-term relationship with them. That's a coach. That's me. Okay. Then you have a consultant, and a consultant can like assess the situation, give an assessment report, gives a prescription for change, gives accountability, sets deadlines, does one-to-one, and it's more of a short-term relationship. A strategist has like the big overview, right? They have a big overview of the company and what's going on. They implement pillars. They people like that speak on stages, sell books, write courses, and this is also a short-term relationship. Then you have a teacher who takes everything and makes it easy to digest and understand. You could use third-party curriculum. You do one-to-one, one-to-many, one-to-masses. So like this is like great for people that create online courses. Also speaks on stages, writes books, creates online courses. Also, again, a short-term relationship. Okay. A mentor. The mentor is focused on the leader of the company, has been to the top of the mountain and is now has hindsight view and can help other people climb the mountain because they've done it before. They do a lot of one-to-one accountability. It's also a long-term relationship. Then you have the implementer. The implementer possesses a certain skill set, which they can trade for money. They create a measurable outcome. They're a solopreneur or an agency. They have a one-time fee or an ongoing retainer. They do one-to-one, and they have a short or long-term relationship. Then you have, I'm adding in one, which is the service provider. Because I know that not everybody that I'm working with falls into any of those categories. Sometimes you provide a service and that is your business, and you're not coaching or helping people get results. You are providing a service. So for example, I was a service provider as a photographer. That's what I did. I didn't teach people how to do photography. I provided a service. That's what I did. And so if you don't identify as any of these that I listed, then you may be more of a service provider, which meaning that you are trading your time and talent for dollars. Now, here's the thing, is that you can cap, you have a cap of how much time you have. You have a cap of how much money you can make. You have a cap. So you are limited to the service that you can provide because there's only so many hours and so many, right? You're only one person. So there are some things that we have to do in order to circumvent that, like as in raise your prices so that you're not capping yourself. Okay. So we'll talk more about that, but just as that kind of just thinking about all of those things, how do you professionally identify yourself? The next question is, who is your target audience? Okay, so who do you help? What are the people that have the problem that you're trying to help? Okay, doesn't have to just be women. It can also be men. It can also be children. It could be professional service providers. It could be people who enjoy certain things. It can be professional identities. Like there's so many different things of who your target audience is. The next thing we're going to do is fill in the blanks. And this is I am a professional identity. I help. Who do you help? Do or learn what, so that they can, boom, get the result that they're looking for. Okay, so fill in those blanks. Okay. The next question is about what's the process your client needs to go through in order to get the results that you provide them. So like what's step one? And then I want you to give a brief description of the training of what they would need to do. Okay, so the example that I provided is the first thing we do is assess your company. We identify the gap. We create a program, an offer, a service, or a product, and we learn how to delegate the tasks, implement the strategy, and launch whatever it is that we're launching. Okay, so that is kind of the process that I would take my clients through for that specific thing. Okay. The next question is, what has your client or customer tried in the past? So, for an example, what I have found is that people that hire me have already done online courses. They've already done a group coaching program. They've already done certain things that they didn't really connect with. They didn't really get the result that they were looking for. And so maybe if you are a service provider, I'm going to use photographer as an example, is that maybe they've tried taking selfies and it just is not working very well. Maybe they've tried to do XYZ before and it just did not work out. Okay. So the next question is, why did those things not work? Why doesn't that thing that they've tried actually get them the result that they're looking for? Okay, what is it? What do they really need? What they really need is you, right? They really, in order to really get the results they're looking for, what do they really need? They really need to work with you. They really need what you have to offer, okay? The next question is, how will working with you give your clients an unfair advantage? What's going to help them stand out so they can get results quicker? If they get results quicker, what does that allow them to do? Right? So thinking about what the unfair advantage is of them working with you, of them hiring you, you are going to give them in some sort of unfair advantage over everyone else that has the same problem. What's that going to be? Okay. So the next question is, why did you create this product, service, offer, program, whatever it is? Why did you create it? Why? Obviously, it's because you wanted to solve a problem, right? So what is the problem? Like why did you make this thing, this solution for people? Why is it connected to you? How are you filling the need in your community? How are you filling a need in the industry? Okay. The next question is, do you have any social proof? Do you have any testimonials of people that you've worked with that have gotten results? Like, think about who you've helped and how them working with you gave them certain results. That's a testimonial. That's social proof, right? You just need to have a name and how working with you gave them the result that they were looking for. So the next question is, what's the hard way of achieving the results they want? And what's the easy way? The hard way is you figure it out on your own, do it on your own. The easy way is you have someone help you, show you how to do it, guide you through it. Hard way, easy way. Honestly, what's the hard way? If they don't hire you and they keep doing the thing that they think that they need to do, it's the hard way. What's the easy way? You provide the easy way. You provide the solution. What is that? Okay. And then I want you to ask yourself, what is the first step that you want this person to take to start working with you? And I want you to think action steps. I want you to make it easy for people to do business with you. So this is not necessarily send me an email. They're not going to send you an email. This is message me, text me, fill out this form, something that takes them to the next level. So, right? Like easy. You want to make it easy for people to do business with you. And if they're like, they want to talk to you right now, talk to them right now. Don't say, oh, pick a time on my calendar. If you can't talk to them right now, say, I have time today at 3:00. How about you? Right? But talk to them, because if someone is ready to buy or someone is ready to do business with you, you get on the damn phone and you do business with them. Don't wait. Don't make them wait, because guess what's going to happen? It's going to fizzle. The excitement is going to fizzle. So let's not do that. Okay. The next thing I want you to start thinking about is creating a kick-ass, amazeballs customer experience, okay? What does that look like? From start to finish, what do you want the process to be of your clients to work with you in a way that you are giving them an excellent service? It's worth every penny of what they're paying. They are amazeballs. They're so impressed by you. Everything you've done for them has really helped them change their life. That's really what being an entrepreneur is about, is making an impact on someone else's life. But in order to do that, you must have what is called a customer journey. And what are the steps that people need to take in order to do business with you, in order for them to have the results, in order for you to make an impact on their life? What is that process from start to finish? And if you were to look at what it is right now, based on where you want to take your business, what needs to change? Okay, so really, truly, this is where you're going to have to be objective and admit that maybe things are not where you want them to be right now. And maybe this is a process that you say, I want to change XYZ. This is what I want to do. This is how I want it to change. This is how I'm going to up level the experience that I provide to my customers. Okay, so really, truly think about that. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to fill out this information. I know that it is a lot. I know that it is going to force you to think, and I know it's going to force you to get uncomfortable. But if we're going to work together and really help you take your business to the next level, this is the process that needs to happen. Okay, plain and simple. And if this is not for you, and you're like, I really just want someone to check in with me and hold me accountable, that's a whole nother conversation that we need to be having. Okay, so just letting you know, if this is not for you, that is okay, because I'm here to help people take their business to the next level. It's called Level Up to Scale Up for a reason, right? I'm here to help you take your business to the next level. Okay. And the way that I want to start moving things is really helping people identify the gap that's in their industry and help you capitalize on the underserved demographic that you may have in your industry. And we just need to figure out what that is, who they are, and how we can help them solve their problems. Plain and simple. Okay. So have a super great day. If you have questions about any of this, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. But I will be using this information on our next call together, so that there is something that you are going to receive that with all of the things that you answered. I'm hoping that I will have enough information to put together this amazing thing for you that is going to help give you the clarity that you need in order for us to move forward working together, so that we're on the same page, we're on the same team, and I know your goal, you know your goal, and I can hold you accountable and help guide you to the right things that need to be done in order to make it happen. Okay? All right. I will see you guys later. Have a super fantastic day.